Hello guys. All right, so recently I've been having a lot of questions in my inbox, like how did you travel to Finland? Did you travel to school or for work, or how did you travel? And I decided to make this video to answer all those questions and also to guide you if in case you want to follow up with the same program next year, you're free and you can be able to watch the steps using this video. So first of all, it requires different steps which I'll be mentioning stepwise. Firstly, you have applying for uh, schools, so the joint application, and usually do that using study info for Finland. It's a website. So once the link is out, usually we have this link in January. Yeah, it's being sent out in January where you can apply, and in you can apply for 6 schools. That's why it's called a joint application. In University of Applied Science joint application for spring. That's what we call UAS, joint application for spring. So you could apply for oh, maximum 6 schools at once, 6 programs at once. Like you choose the programs of your choice, and their school fees are being taxed, like written there, uh, just beside the programs that you are applying for. And then after applying for the programs, an email will be sent to you when you're supposed to write your exam, because normally it's just like back at home when you maybe you want to get into med school, or you want to get into engineering school or business management science school, professional schools, right? You're being given an entrance exam for you to write. Then from there, if you're being selected, then you be taken to the next phase. It's the same thing here. So after you've written the entrance examination, if you are being selected, then you go to the next phase. The next phase is the interview phase. The interview phase is more like a joint interview. Like you have 4 persons being interviewed at once, and you are the ones interviewing yourself. It's more like they are testing how you can be able to communicate with each other, how you can socialize with one another. Are you someone that can easily accept different cultures? So they are testing those characters in you. So those are the things that they are testing in you. So after the interview, if you're successful, then you'll be granted an admission. And once you are granted an admission, maybe to any of those schools, or all of the schools can even give you an admission, all the programs can give you an admission, and you choose from them. And they will give you a deadline, maybe that you have to pay a certain your school fee maybe before 2 weeks, in 2 weeks time. And if you do that, you're going to have a discount in your school fee. So it's more like a part scholarship. For example, I received almost 1 point something million scholarship when I paid my school fee very early. Yeah. So after you have been granted admission, you have accepted the study program, and you have paid your fee, the next phase is for you now to process your documents to travel. Processing your documents to travel, you have to first of all visit the Visa Application Center, VFS, and since there is no Finnish embassy in Cameroon, you have to travel to Nigeria. Yes, so you have to travel to Nigeria for that. For firstly, you have to book for your appointment while staying in Cameroon. Once you have booked your appointment, or anywhere in Africa, once you have booked for your appointment, you have then to you'll be given a date for you to come to the embassy, for you to come to VFS, and you have to keep to that date because you don't have to miss it. And you travel with your documents. That is another video on its own, because it is very important for you to have a sponsor that have enough money in their account, because they will actually require a bank statement, your bank statement and the bank statement of your sponsor. Your bank statement should have at least 5 million francs CFA in it. This is because they are avoiding the situation where you come to Finland and you don't have a job yet and you're stranded. Yeah, so they want to make sure that you are capable of taking care of yourself while in Finland in case you don't have a job. So you are supposed to have at least 5 million francs CFA in your account, and your sponsor too is supposed to give this bank statement, and sponsor should be maybe have money enough, rich enough to be able to take care of you. So most of the time, sponsors abroad are likely to be accepted and make the procedure speed up easily. So you could look for a sponsor abroad to be your sponsor. Also, apart of vaccine, you also have insurance certificates. Your insurance is your travel insurance. You can always buy that from Cameroon or from Nigeria. I bought mine from Nigeria. Yeah. So a part of insurance, there are other documents attached to it that I'm going to do in another video. And after that, you after gathering all your documents, you travel to Nigeria, visit VFS center where you have to submit these documents, and if everything works out well, you'll be given an appointment to visit the embassy the next day. So once you get to the embassy, it's for the interview. They are going to interview you, and sometimes they might give you a form to fill as the interview. Like all the questions are being asked on paper. Questions like why you want to travel to Finland for studies, why you decided to choose that particular program you want to study, and if you are the one who filled your document alone or someone assisted you. So you have to give details like that during your interview. In my own case, that's what I went through. And sometimes you might have someone asking you, an interview, like spoken interview, and sometimes on paper. And then after your appointment, they will then ask you to go. Once you have gone, you just have to go back home and keep on praying that everything works out well for your resident permit to be out. And once the resident permit is granted, it usually takes like 1 to 2 months for your resident permit to be out. So, but you can always track the progress using their website to see if they are processing it or not, and they always send you email all the time to make sure that to tell you that your resident permit is on process or is waiting for process or so on. So you don't have to worry yourself about that. So once your permit is being granted, then you can travel. Yeah. So that is basically the procedure for everything. For the documents and maybe what you need to apply for joint application, the document you need for VSS and everything, I'm going to do it in another video. So but basically this is the procedure you have to follow in order to come to Finland for studies, maybe if you want to come next year. Mind you, the process is not as cheap as I explained. It's something that needs a lot of dedication and time. You should be willing to do it, you understand, and go through all those procedures. So you should be willing to stand on those long lines. You should be willing to photocopy those papers. You should be willing to, also provide the finance and everything for it. Once you have put in that energy, then sure it's going to work well.